Yeah.
All right. Hey, Shalom Makyam. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We are the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. According to the Holy Scriptures, we're God's chosen people. Much love, honor, respect to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honor to you brothers out there as well. And much love and respect to the confusion of faces out there as well. All right. So this is a new page we got set up through the spirit of power Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, everything's going, nothing goes out void. So whoever's meant to hear this truth is going to hear this truth. The so-called white man is going down, who are the biblical Edomites. Right. So this is part 2 on who's Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. Because we get into the depths of the scriptures, you got Jacob versus Esau. And who's Jacob? We're Jacob. All right? Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. And Esau, what's the word Esau, what means I shall, mean wasted away is he. He's a forefather of the Edomites, the Idumeans, the so-called white race today. That's who's ruling today in this planet Earth. So somebody give me y'all 2 Ezra 6. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. Because that's the time we're in right now. Esau represents the end of an age, and the new rulership is going to come in our power structure, man. All right? The new rulership over the whole planet in righteousness is going to come under the Hebrew Israelites, the 144,000 and the 1/3. The 144,000 consists of men. Right. 12,000 men out of each tribe, and 1/3 consists of women, children, helps, friends of the prophets, so on and so forth, man. Of Israelites. All right, somebody got get that real quick?
I got it, bro.
All right.
2 Ezra 6, I'm starting at 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him.
That's the bloodline the Lord is dealing with. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they were people of pigmentation. They were not white people, so-called black men today. All right, go ahead.
John. Says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be?
Yeah, the parting of asunder of times represents that motherfucking cutoff. All right, Esau, your time is up. That was time for my people to rule. That's right. Excuse my language. Go ahead.
Or when shall be the end of the first?
The end of the first. Who's the first? The first came out red and hairy as a garment. Right? Am I saying that right?
Like as a hairy garment.
Like as a hairy garment. That's Esau. Genesis, the 25th chapter. Okay? Go ahead.
And the beginning of it that followeth.
And the beginning of what? Real living, real life, real rulership, real righteousness, man. Don't you want that, man? That's what we fighting for, brothers. We fighting for our power, Yahweh, boy Yahweh Shai, our lineage, our custom, our planet, our women, our children, our animals, man. Yeah. Our air, our water, everything, our minerals, our resources. This devil is ruling right now, and he's taking control of that. That's why the spirit of the Lord is what? The spirit of what? Prophecy. Ignorant people out there, man. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Right, represents what? We're going to take them out of their rulership. Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world.
An end of an age, not the whole planet. An end of an age.
Ion.
Yeah, eon. Yep, that's the end of an age. That's the time we're in right now. It's time for the so-called white race, the Idumeans, the Edomites to go down. Mm-hmm. There's nothing you can do about it. You're sanctioning Alex Jones, and man, there's nothing you can do. Yep. That's why you already got deep underground military bases already built. There's nothing you can do about it. It's already been written. It's already been said. The scriptures say what the end has been manifest since the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, bros, know where that's at real quick?
Yep, I got it. Yep, I see it.
Yeah. Go ahead. So that's the time we in, man. So this man is good to be alive, man.
That's right.
It's good to know this truth. That's why we say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai. We always got to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Because the other Israelite groups, you're fucking full of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Nate, Satan, man, forget about it. The whole thing you're doing with the whole marching thing, man, that's set up, man.
Yeah.
You're marching for peace. The scripture says, man, thus with violence
Babylon was thrown down.
shall that great city Babylon be thrown down.
The saints shall take the kingdom.
And it says that the saints shall take the kingdom.
Violent.
Violence, man. What the hell y'all talking about, man?
Violence.
Stop the violence. No, we wanted to get. Hey, what was the war of Armageddon about? That's violent. What do you think about Yahweh Shai coming back? With second Esdras, what, 13?
Right.
It's gonna be dust and what, and a smell of
Yeah, I was just thinking about Revelations 18 when it says, pour onto her double.
man.
That's fucking double the
That's-
violence.
It's gonna get real brutal out here, man.
Yeah, bro. Can I get this real quick, bro? It's Jeremiah 8 and 11. It says, "For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace."
Ain't no peace, bro. Cut. Ain't no peace coming to this place. Ain't no peace coming to 2/3 of our people, man. So what the hell that nigga talking about? He's a false prophet.
Hey, you know he in Germany right now?
Jeremiah 28:8. Get Jeremiah 28:8. This is in Jeremiah, man.
Jeremiah 28,
Yeah.
verse 8. It
You know,
says,
fucking in Germany. When did the apostles and elders had to travel like that for the truth to get out?
Never.
No.
2,000 years ago.
How you gonna do the work?
Come on, man.
In
Germany?
He said 2,000
Come on,
years
man.
ago.
That's real. The last time the apostles and elders had to travel like that was 2,000 years ago, man. We got the internet now.
And now they travel, like Apostle Ramlah, Apostle Rakal, they travel to different states. That was all through the spirit. Morale, man. Boost morale.
Right, hell yeah.
But they didn't have to travel to set up shop.
Yeah.
They had to do that. We were already established through the spirit.
Right.
So they came through to be like, yo, man, we showing love.
Yeah.
We love those men for that, man.
Right.
Check on the church. Huh?
Checking on the churches, Pastor Rakal, Pastor Ramlah, man.
Mhm.
And you got Pastor Gabar, he go really go on the East Coast and shit. It's all good. But go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 28 and 8, it says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old."
So that's what this describes what a prophet is all about. All right, go ahead.
It says, both Slakia, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence."
Of what, brother?
Of war and evil and of pestilence.
One more time.
Of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Ain't no peace coming here, man.
That's right.
War, evil, and pestilence is coming to the United States of America, different parts of the world.
Yep.
The next Satan, man, the Lord been set up for you to deceive and get them on nurture souls, miserable souls with you. You're gonna be put to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You, your children, your motherfucking wives, all y'all gonna be put to death through the spirit of power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and we're gonna rejoice
That's right.
on you fucking drones, man.
Yeah.
All right?
I get it.
Yeah, man, go ahead, bro. What
Can I get it?
go with? Go ahead, brother.
It's 1 Thessalonians 5:3. But when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction.
Niggas marching downtown Memphis for peace. And Jake, Priest Daniela, you going off, man. I don't know what's up with you. You a weirdo.
That dude.
You weird. I'm gonna say straight. Priest Bunyo, if you on the scene, man, that man would have been vexed, been hot. But here you are want to pacify yourself with these motherfuckers. You pacify yourself with the unconscious community. Are you pacifying yourself with Nate? And we got you on camera, on video, saying Nate sold out, nigga. What happened, man? And you said, High Priest, what's the brother, man, that passed away? Marshall came to your oil table and said Nate is a devil. What the fuck, man?
I know, right?
We got that on tape. We got that recorded through the spirit.
Double money.
Y'all Israelite groups, y'all full of shit, man. And that's why y'all, whatever y'all, fuck Jim. We don't care, man.
Yeah. Sound like haters.
We hated it on that.
We just.
We tell them what the scriptures say. What's gonna happen to this place, man?
Yeah, man.
Lord, I'm not nobody. I'm just a brother, man. I'm just a bro trying to make it to the chariots. I'm nobody, man. But Lord willing, each one of these brothers in here, we prophets.
Right.
If you hearing this truth, you Lord willing, you can be saved with your household, man. When you ain't down with that, the Lord gonna kill you, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, that's why you can call us haters. You can call us whatever you want, man. But the works that brothers are producing speak for themselves, man.
Great
And the works
most-
that you
Yes,
producing speaks for itself too.
Right.
Go ahead.
You're not, it's like it, bro. Great millstone is the forefront of pushing out this word, man, through the spirit and power. How about Shemel Shai, through Apostle Heart on down, man. We call it straight. Go ahead.
For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction.
Then what?
Sudden destruction.
Nah, brother, peace. What?
Sudden destruction.
Sudden destruction. What the hell, man? What y'all reading?
Cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Not escape, man. There's no escaping this.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 30:5. Thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of
A
fear,
voice of what, brother?
of trembling.
Of trembling, man. What the hell? A voice of trembling. Like when you already got emphasized, you can't be reading this and reading it. A voice of trembling, man. Now, people out here gonna be scared out of their fucking mind. What the hell y'all talking about, man?
When you tremble, man, that's something you can't even stop.
You can't control
You
because
can't control
you can't.
trembling, man.
Exactly. You ever had hypothermia? You can't control that,
You
man.
can't control
Yeah,
it.
you can't
It's gonna
control
shake.
that. Says, thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
What, brother? Of what, brother?
It says, of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child.
Yeah, like what the hell going on? Is that man bringing forth a child? Why is he so scared? Why is he in such agony and pain?
Such pain.
What the hell, bro? Yeah. Go ahead.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail?
As a woman in travail. So these men out here gonna be like women, man. What the hell y'all talking about? What the fuck y'all talking about, man?
Vision to it. And Jeremiah
Yeah.
is seeing a vision of that.
Go ahead.
And all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
But he wanna go against that. Stop the violence, make peace. So you not Nathaniel 7, which your name used to be Nathaniel Allah God. You are not a man of the Lord, man. The Lord ain't dealing with you. And I'm gonna say this: the dream that you had, you supposedly told Pastor Hard that you lost all, you got it back. I don't believe you, Jack. Speaking as a young man, I think you lied to that man. I think you lied. You are not, and your people are bugged out.
Might have been a vain vision.
Might be, yeah. I think you actually said that to make yourself feel like you're still part of the fold. Just me personally speaking, as a very young man, you're not a man of the Lord, bro.
Yeah.
You are a top level demon.
Yeah,
You ain't shit. Your wife ain't shit. Your family, all you motherfuckers in there, IUIC, that believe in this whole Jesus is the Christ shit, the Lord is gonna kill you, man.
That's right, bro.
Brutally. We read out the scriptures. We not sit here on an emotional rant. These scriptures are coming out.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And we in our rightful place to do so because
Yeah.
I'm sorry, cussed out the Pharisees whole chapter, man.
Right. Right, man. Go ahead.
I
That
got
was
that.
it?
I got that one you called.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, and we gonna get to this article, man. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 46:10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
Man, declaring the end when something ends, how it ends, man, violently. Went to ancient Egypt, went to the ancient Babylonians, went to the Assyrians, went to the Persian Medes, man. Violence, war. Get the come on, man. Come on,
Yeah, man. And
plain and simple.
it's like, bro.
It was all through the spirit, man. You got it, brother.
No, I was gonna say they want to act like when we got delivered out of Egypt, like we just disco boogied out of there, man. You know, we were running from an entire army, man, when we were getting out of there. The Lord was delivering us, but that was the top empire of that time, man. So you want to, this is the top empire today, and they're coming for us. And it says it in the very book you niggas claim to believe in, man. Not only that, if you don't want to believe the words of the book or the scriptures, look at all these videos with all these things Esau's preparing, man. Super soldiers and robots. I seen a robot, you put it up, it was walking like Esau's perfecting these things, man.
Perfecting it. That thing had
Human
human motion.
These are killing machines, man, and Esau has been trying to exterminate us for the longest, man. And you niggas act like we're not dealing with this devil, man.
Bro, they don't even say stuff concerning the, you know.
That's that 501c3.
Exactly.
The 501c3 charter that Nate has, ISUBK and GOCCU are a fucking joke. They can't say nothing controversial against government. That's in the fucking writings, man.
Right.
Yeah.
All right? That's in the writings, man. You can't talk about the differences that's going on in the government. You can't go against the government. So fuck all you, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Every last one of you, man.
Right, man. You got Edomites with more of a in the right spirit than you, Nate. You got Edomites that ain't gonna fucking, they gonna die for fighting against the government, man. Because they don't want their guns taken away.
Yeah.
Here it is, Esau's trying to take everything away from you, man. And you for him. You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was it right there.
That was it. So pull up that article. We're gonna get into this thing now. That was the spirit. Want things to come out, man. So we're gonna finish off. We left off at the last shows. Who's Esau, Edom? Because this is a PDF file that you can actually pull up, and the scriptures, man, are on point. So let's read that part again.
Which one?
Yeah, where we left off at.
Okay. So page 10.
Yeah.
All right. So this is page 10 of
No, read that part before.
the
origins of the Jews. All right.
So this page
the origins of the fake ass Jews. All right. The Khazars, okay, who they call themselves Jews today. We're gonna get into the history. Somebody pull it up with Amalek history. You can look up on your phone. Where they come out the lineage of Esau. So read that again, brother.
God. So it says this is page 9 in who is Esau, Edom. This is the origins of the Jews. The Jews of today fall within two main types: the Sephardic Jews and the Ashkenazi Jews. The Sephardim are also known as Spanish Jews.
The conquistadors.
Yep, and constitute about 5% of the Jews in the world. Which Christopher Columbus or Cologne, he was a Spanish Jew. It says the Ashkenazim are the East European Jews, which were found in Poland, Russia, Germany, and Western Asia. This group of Jews make up 90% of the so-called Jews in the world.
Yeah, man. So they're not the real people of the Lord, man. Okay, go ahead.
Many reference in historical sources have unequivocally identified that the bulk of the Ashkenazi Jews were derived from a people known as Khazars.
Khazars.
Or Khazars.
And I believe that means a vagabond or wanderer, something like that, man. That's what it means, man.
Which is the title put upon Cain.
Yep.
It says, or Khazars in some texts. The original Jewish encyclopedia of 1905 revealed that the main stock of the Jews come from this Asiatic people known as Khazars or Khazars.
Yep.
It says Khazars, a people of Turkish origin whose life and history are interwoven with the very beginnings of the history of the Jews of Russia. Historical evidence points to the region of the Urals of the home of the Khazars.
Right. So that's the land they used to live in. You could actually pull that up on the regular.
Is it that dark shaded one?
Which one are you talking about? This map?
Yeah, pull up the actual map so they like a better
Europe
map. Yeah.
Okay.
Khazar Empire. There you go. Bang bang.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's over there in Russia, man. Yep. That's where you can pinpoint that today, right? Bring it back. So now, before we continue reading, man, we want to prove to you in the scriptures that the Amalekites are the people who are the so-called Jews today, which was the grandson of Esau. Anybody got that, man? Go ahead, brother.
This is Genesis chapter 36, verse 9. It says, and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites.
So you got to know who Esau is, man. So-called white race today. Esau is the progenitor of the Edomites, the so-called white race today. The word Edom means red. They're not white, they are red. All right, go ahead.
These are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons. Eliphaz, the son of Ada, the wife of Esau. Ruel, the son of Bashema, the wife of Esau. And the son of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatam. Enas. Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son. She bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Ada, Esau's wife.
Yep. Where it said Amalek was Esau's grandson. You know what I said?
Oh, it says that?
Yeah.
In Genesis the 4th, same chapter. Yeah, 36. Oh.
They don't say that?
We talk about the Duke. Does it say when he talk about the Dukes?
Does it say grandson or
No, this is their son.
yeah, it just says son. Okay, Salakia. Well, like we go into the spirit, that's how you can figure out the different generations.
It says it on Google.
Okay.
Got it right here, Amalek.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says Amalek. Amalek is a nation described in the Old Testament of the Hebrew Bible. The name Amalek can refer to the nation's founder, a grandson of Esau.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
His descendants, the Amalekites, are the territories of Amalek, which they inhabited.
So the Amalekites are the so-called Jews today, grandson of Esau. And hey, the scriptures say these motherfuckers are going to be blotted out.
Yeah.
They're going to be wiped out from the face of the earth.
I got it too.
Hold that. Let's read some of this article about the show, brother.
Yep.
Go into the history. All right. Go ahead.
All right. So it says, page 10. It says the Khazars were a nomadic people who had no traces of Hebraic culture.
No traces. So this article kind of go off because they are Hebrews,
Right.
but they're Hebrew Edomites. Okay. Go ahead.
They had been following a pagan and sex-oriented religion until they had officially embraced Judaism in 740 AD.
So they embraced the Israelite culture, and when they embraced it, they twisted up. They don't follow the scriptures; they follow the Babylonian Talmud.
Yeah.
Okay, which is a sick, twisted book based upon pedophilia and whatever else madness, Satanism.
They talk crap about Yahweh Shai coming down there on the earth.
Yeah.
Yep. It says, while rejecting Christianity and Mohammedism, the Jewish author and historian Arthur Koestler also concludes that the majority of East European Jews, and hence of world Jewry, is of Khazar and not of Semitic origin.
Which they are Shemitic.
Yeah.
They are.
They are Shemitic because you're dealing with
Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Pull up the blue letter real quick. Okay. See, these people the true historians, all right, are the prophets of the Lord of Genesis 10.
Yes. You real about that, bro? Because if you look into, we were talking about earlier, if you look into Bible commentaries, they only could go so far with what they actually write in their text.
Yeah, right. So read that, Baba Kishore.
Genesis 10:1, it says, now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Unto them were sons born after the flood.
Now, when you continue to read Genesis, the 10th chapter, You go into Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The Israelites are Shemitic, all right? The Arabs are Shemitic. You want to pull them up? You want to pull it up?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
boom, right here.
All right, so the children of Shem, let's go through it.
Right. So
Whatever I remember, I'm going to, bring it out.
Genesis 10 and 22. The children of Shem, Elam and Asher, and Arphaxad and Lud and Aram.
So Elam are the East Indians today, right? The chosen line of Israel came through Arphaxad, all right? So it's going to the certain names that we know today.
Right.
Jump to 11 and 10.
11 and 10.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
got
so go to 10 and 25. It says Slack, yeah.
Yeah, bro, I have the whole
You want 10 and 25?
Chronicles.
Yeah, it's in the Chronicles actually.
I got it.
Yeah.
Tell them where to pull it up so they can see.
All right.
First Chronicles 1 and start at 17.
This First Chronicles 1 and 17. It says, the sons of Shem, Elam and Asher, and Arphaxad and Lud and Aram and Uz and Hol and Gether and Meshech. And Arphaxad begat Shelah, and Shelah begat Eber.
So these are people of color. So
Right.
Eber, in Hebrew is Ibar,
Right.
which means Hebrew. All right?
Right.
So Shem is the forefathers of who? The Hebrews.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. And then it's gonna go through the
Yeah,
the
different
chosen
lineage.
lineage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the chosen.
Yep. Because out of all these, Elam, Asher, it was Arphaxad. That's why it jumped straight to Arphaxad. It says, and Arphaxad began Shelah, and Shelah begat Eber, and unto Eber, which is Ibar, which means Hebrew, were born two sons. The name of the one was Peleg,
What means it's a
Right.
Hebrew Palah, what means division. All right.
because in his days the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Joktan.
They can jump to Peleg.
Yep. It says,
Let's get to the point.
and Joktan begat, oh, you want the point?
Yeah, let's get to the
All right,
point
so-
what Esau asked.
All right, so I'm gonna jump to verse 24. It says, Shem, Arphaxad, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Reu, Sheru, Nahor, Terah, Abraham. The same, no,
Abram.
Abram.
Yeah.
The same as Abraham.
Yeah, his name got changed to Abraham because it started off as Abram, means
Exalted.
a father exalted.
Father of multitude.
Then it got changed to Abraham,
Right.
means a father of the multitude.
Right.
All right.
So I'm gonna skip down and
No,
jump.
to read 28.
Okay. Verse 28. The sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Ishmael.
So Isaac means Yatazak,
Yep.
means laughter in the Hebrew. That's where our lineage comes from. And Ishmael is Yashamai Allah, means he is heard.
Yep.
Those are the Arabs today.
Yep.
Okay. Then it gives you the lineage of the Arabs. You see verse 29 on down.
Yep.
Now let's get to the
Skip to
point.
34.
Yep.
It says, and Abraham begat Isaac, and the sons of Isaac, Esau, and Israel.
Yep. Esau. So Esau is a Hebrew.
Exactly.
He's a Hebrew.
And then verse 36 it tell you that the Amalek was the grandson.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm-
that's
I'm-
the water, brother.
Hell yeah.
That's what you were talking about?
Yeah, bro. That's the one I was talking about. The water, brother. That's what I
Right.
was looking for. Go ahead.
So it says, and Abraham begat Isaac, the sons of Isaac, Esau and Israel. The sons of Esau, Eliphaz, Ruel, Jeus, Jalem, and Korah. The sons of Eliphaz, Teman, Omar, Sephi, Gatam, Kenaz, Timnah, and Amalek,
And Amalek. So those are the Khazars today, the Amalekites.
which is a Hebrew.
They are Hebrews. So that the person that wrote that book, they're off.
Yep.
That's why we going through things, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Awashai. To give the people out there the perfect understanding. Pull it up and you read. I gotta take a picture.
All right. So continuing, it says, the Jewish author and historian Arthur Koestler also concludes that the majority of East European Jews, and hence the world of Jewry, is of Khazar and not of Semitic origin, which that wasn't true. We just proved it. It says, in the beginning of his book, he states, the large majority of surviving Jews in the world is of Eastern European and thus perhaps mainly of Khazar origin. If so, this would mean that their ancestors came not from the Jordan, but from the Volga, not from Canaan, but from the Caucasus, and that genetically they are more closely related to the Hun, the Uyghur, the Magyar tribes than to the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
No, that's off.
Which that's off. We just proved that he was a descendant of Abraham and Isaac.
Yeah, I got a quick one just to further back it up.
Mm-hmm.
This the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 3, verse 16. And unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau.
Yep.
And for Jacob thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau. So Jacob became a great multitude.
Yep.
Right.
Further.
So it says, Kosler then devotes the remainder of his 255-page book to prove this premise. For instance, a record of a letter by a Khazar king shows that he traced his people to Noah's son, Japheth.
Now that's off.
Yep.
His lineage goes back to Shem.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. So it says, not Shem, to Japheth's grandson, Torgama, and ancestors of all Turkish tribes.
Yeah. The original Japhites, they control Europe, Russia, and today Russia of today. They once lived in that region, and there were people of Samoan, Tongan, Hawaiian, Polynesian, Aboriginal descent. Those are the people of Japheth today.
Yep.
All right, go ahead. So this book goes up. That's why the Lord got the Most High got his prophets on the scene.
Yeah.
So go through things. We proven to you through the scriptures. Go ahead.
The Khazar government was destroyed by the Slavs of Russia in 1016 AD, around 1200 AD. The land was invaded by the hordes of Genghis Khan. And these two events caused large numbers of Khazars to migrate to Poland and Western Russia, forming the cradle of Western Jewry.
Yep.
It says, there's an abundance of ancient places, of ancient place names in the Ukraine and Poland, which derive from Khazar or Zid, or so-called Jew.
Yeah.
It says, as the Khazar left their homeland of Khazaria and migrated north and west, they lost their name and became known as Jews. Their Yiddish language and alphabet is not that of the Israelites, Phoenician, Greek style.
Which is incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Because pull up the Assyrian Hebrew. Because their language, yeah, the Assyrian right there, bro. Where you going?
This one.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's the Hebrew that they use today. Because you run to any go to what they got a mosque, what the fuck they got, a temple.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Assyrian
synagogue.
synagogue.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the Assyrian Hebrew that they use.
Yep.
Today. Okay. There it is.
That's how you know if his artifact is a bull. He talking about it's thousands of years old. If it got that text on it, no, it ain't.
No, it ain't. That's why the Lord got the prophets on the scene.
Yeah.
Because the average person will get that book. That's why you got to be grounded in the scriptures.
Right.
That's why knowing the Old Testament is very vital.
Yeah.
All right?
Yep.
It's very vital, man. Go ahead, brother.
I'm going to show the paleo.
No, that's all right. That's the
Well, they got it all together right here.
yeah. That's all right. Pull that out, man. That's cool.
All right, so it says, but an amalgamation of Aramaic, medieval German, Slavic, and Russian dialects. So let me read that again.
Which is not true. It's not like the way they pronounce the words, but their language. Pull that up. The Assyrian again.
Yeah, basically what he's saying is that the Yiddish is a mixture between Aramaic, medieval German, Slavic, and Russian dialects.
Where they pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
But when they write it on paper,
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
they use the Assyrian.
Yep.
When they write it on paper, they use the Assyrian like our pronunciation.
Mm-hmm.
Abba, Gada, Ha
Mhm.
was whatever. They say it differently.
Yep.
Okay.
It shows you right there. Mem,
Yeah.
Nun, Samech,
Yeah.
Zayin, Vav.
Zayin.
Yeah.
That shit's off.
It's
Hey,
off.
Zayin.
Exactly.
Zayin.
That's not the proper pronunciation that they use. Like it was with the za. It says Zayin.
Zayin.
It's Zayan.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Abaga. So it says Aleph.
Yeah.
It's Alaf.
Uh-huh.
Ba'it is Bayat.
Bayat.
Gamil is Gamal. And Dalith is Dawad.
The neck.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Pretty
Yep.
much.
Which this shit right here is this is what's a mixture of
Yeah.
Aramaic.
That's what you mean by that.
Yep.
The way they pronounce it.
Uh-huh.
It's a mixture.
Yeah.
But
That's
if you
what
know
it is.
the original Hebrew, it doesn't pronounce like that.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So pull up the Hebrew, the Assyrian again.
Okay.
So let me get it.
Uh-huh.
So if you come into the truth now, you know, look at the cursor that I got. This is Ah. This is Ba.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ga. This is Ga. This is Da. This is Ha. This is Wa, not Va. It's Wa. All right. This is Za. This is Ka. 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 All right. And this is Tha. Tha.
No, that's Ta.
I'm sorry.
This is Ta.
Ta. Salaki. Ta. And this is
Yeah.
Ya. This is Ka.
That's also Ka.
That's a car ender. Look,
So-
see, you don't got the
Yeah, they
two symbols for the same letters in the
confusing.
paleo.
right. So that's how you pronounce it all the way down, man. Yeah, man. That's the la ma.
That's an ender for the ma too as well.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's a two ma.
Yeah.
All right, the two ma, and that's na
Nah.
right here.
Both not.
And this is sa. This is I.
Yeah,
I. And this is two pa.
Yep.
This is two pa.
They
And
pronounce
that's
it
that.
different.
Yeah,
Fair.
I.
yeah. It's
Stupid.
pa.
Yeah.
And that's taza.
Yep.
That's taza. And this is qua. Ra. This is sha. This is the tha. The tha.
In,
Yeah, man. The water, man. Yeah, brothers point that out. I was like, what the hell?
I hate this shit, man.
Okay, cool. I got it now.
when you hand
Yeah.
freestyle right,
Because it's
Hebrew is
both right
fucking-
there. Yeah, that shit like, what the
It's
fuck?
confusion.
So they bring confusion.
I think it was a Ben Yehuda.
Yeah.
I know.
So that's how you pronounce it. So that's what he's talking about, man.
Yep.
Even the way they pronounce the stuff is off, man.
Mhm.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, and then these different amalgamations of languages. This came from those countries that they were residing in, man.
Right.
It tells you they were in I forget where it was at, but it tells you that they came out of Germany, Poland, and all those different regions. So what they did is they just mixed all that shit together with and made it look like the Assyrian Hebrew.
They give a diligent search.
You know?
And wickedness. Go ahead.
It says the best historical evidence, therefore, shows that the Jews are not descended directly from the Israelites of the Bible, but
What?
it says that the Jews or the so-called Jews are not descended directly from the Israelites of the Bible, but derive much of their ancestry from the Khazars and other people of Turkish Asiatic blood. The Khazars are also of Edomite stock.
Of what?
Of Edomite stock.
Of what?
Edomite stock.
Shit, man.
Yep. And both stocks make up the present day Jews.
Of what, brother?
Both stocks make up the present day Jews.
Yo, Revelations 2 and 9, please.
Yep.
That one guy had to say, got him.
Got him. Got him, man.
Yep.
So we have to go through all the bones to give you brothers and sisters out there the perfect understanding, man.
And there ain't no two stocks. They're of the stock of Edom.
Yeah. Who got that Revelation?
Yo, Revelation 2:9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not,
For what?
but are the synagogue of Satan.
So a person that's schooled know that the brother John Revelator was not really dealing with them. but it's dealing with wicked ass Israelites. But we can still use that today.
Yep.
We can still use that today.
Yep.
Then if you want to be like, if you want to use that, give me that a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. That's in Zephaniah.
Yeah.
A bastard is dwelling in Ashdod. And pull up the map that's in Ashdod, but we can show. Because we got everything for you, man.
Right.
Right.
Drop the coast.
So look up your phone. That's where you got a phone, brothers. Come on now. I don't remember it off the top of my head. So I'm like, is it Zephaniah or Zechariah?
I can never remember where that one is at.
Yeah.
Zechariah.
Is it Zechariah? I knew it.
You found it?
Oh, what the fuck? Who found it?
Zechariah.
Pull it up, brother.
Yes. You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all got it?
Nah, you got it. Zechariah 9 and 6. You got it, brother.
Yeah, I know it, man.
All right, so it says, Zechariah 9 and 6, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines.
What does scripture say about a bastard, man? That bastard. What? Right. Pull that up too. Just when Job is a righteous Edomite, right? Fucking idiots. All right. Here it is.
Yep. So this is Deuteronomy 23 and 2. A bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to his 10th generation shall he not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Never. So what's the scripture underneath that?
And a
bastard
bastard shall dwell in Ashdod.
Whoa! That's cool, bro. Pull up the map. Pull up the map, man. So where's Ashdod at? Today that'll be in Israel. A bastard is them Khazars, the false Jews dwelling in the land of Israel today.
Yep.
Come on, man. I love it.
Yes.
You know, go ahead. So finish that out.
Says the Khazars are also of Edomite stock, and both stocks make up the present day so-called Jews. As the historian
today what?
Make up the present day so-called Jews.
Yep.
As the historian H.G. Wells states, the Idumeans, Edomites.
Yeah, pull up Idumeans in the scriptures. You guys in the scriptures. That's the Greek way of saying Edom. Idumeans, man. Did you spell it right? What the hell?
I spell it right?
Did you? Idumean. Idumean.
Idumean. I think it's how it says. Yeah, Isaiah.
There it is.
Yep.
Hey, go ahead, brother. Read that. That was one of my favorite verses.
Yep.
Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumean,
Man.
and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Man, hold on, brother. One more time, brother.
Yep. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
What's the Lord's sword, man? Dealing with the missiles and him coming back with the chariots, man.
Fire. It says, behold, it shall come down upon Idumean and upon the people of my curse.
The Lord curse these people, man.
Yeah.
They're a curse.
Yep.
It said, two nations shall be separated from thy womb. What is it? Two people? How you go?
Two manner of people.
Two manner of people.
Damn.
Two types of people.
Different ways of
Damn, man. Go ahead, brother.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
The Lord cursed them. They have no pigmentation. Now read the rest of them, brother.
Yep, it says Isaiah 34:6. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of the lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams.
So in the ancient days, when you make a sacrifice unto the Lord, you use these type of animals, and you have to shed their blood. All right, go ahead.
Yep. For the Lord has a sacrifice in Basra.
Ooh.
You know, so
Was
they're going to be the sacrifice.
Right. So the capital city today of Esau is where? America.
Yeah.
Right.
It says, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Ooh, the article just said it. Read the article again, brother.
Yep.
Man, what did it say?
says, the Idumeans Edomites were made Jews.
Man, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brennan, pull up the scriptures, man. Pull up the scriptures again. Yeah, we got you, brother. We got you. Let's finish this out.
Ezekiel 35:15. As thou did rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir.
Pull up Mount Seir, brother.
Yep.
Pull up Mount Seir, man.
Everywhere that scriptures are doing in it. Disaster scripture.
Yeah, what the hell is you reading, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
What the hell are they reading? Pull up Mount Seir, bro. Man. Pull up the Mount Seir.
The map.
No, the
Damn, look at that.
yeah, right there. That's Mount Seir.
Yep.
That's the Middle East. That's how Esau used to live, man.
Caves.
The caves, man.
Yeah, same architect.
Yep.
Hiding from that sun.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yep.
Read that.
It says, O Mount, it says, so will I do unto thee, thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir,
So that's dealing with the so-called white race. Go ahead.
and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am Yahweh.
He said all.
Yeah, man.
I guess
Every
that right
single
there.
one of them
Right to the
motherfuckers.
Job.
Go ahead.
Yep. Ezekiel 36:5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, surely in the fire of my jealousy,
What's the fire of the Lord jealousy? The missiles, nuclear missiles, and the laser beams coming up them spaceships. Go ahead.
surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land unto their possession.
Who's living over there?
The so-called Jews.
So pull up who's living over there in Israel right now.
That's the scripture I had.
Oh yeah. What else will tell you? Chill, man. Just chill. We got it. Got it. Who's going over there in the land of yeah, these motherfuckers, man. Come on, man. Man, all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. It don't get crystal clear than this, man.
Yeah, don't.
Look at this motherfuckers, man.
Heathens,
Heathens, man. Heathens.
Wearing black. The scripture uses the word black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just me dark.
Man. Damn, we close a book on that.
I know, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, man.
Shit.
Egg
got
covered,
scripture again,
lily
brother?
pads on the top.
Ugly ass kids, man.
Yeah, right?
This is,
Forehead large.
surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with the despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey.
So who's in the land of Israel right now? Those motherfuckers, man.
Rat bastards.
You can get more pictures, brother? These motherfuckers, man.
One picture you throw in the bottom.
These people are in the land of Israel right now, man.
God damn, man.
All right?
Look at this dude, man.
These motherfuckers, man. Heathens, man.
And then they curl
Yeah,
their.
they got that little curl to do that woolly hair.
Yeah, woolly hair.
To fulfill the woolly hair.
They gotta go get their fucking steam curls.
Man, bro. That's it, bro.
Steam curl their hair. Ain't that-
Go back to the article, bro.
Yep. It says the Idumeans, Edomites, were made Jews, and the Turkish people, Khazar, were mainly Jews in South Russia. The main part of Jewry never was in Judea and had never come out of Judea.
But that's incorrect because you had Herod that was set up through the Roman Empire. He controlled that land. All right? That's a whole nother history.
Yep.
All right? Herod is father Antipater. That's the spirit, brothers and Dallas did a series on that. When we got taken down during the Hasmonean dynasty, the Maccabees took them by Esau intermarried with our women. That's how Herod came about. Well, it's the same thing all over again today. You know, go ahead.
According to the Jewish Encyclopedia, the original stock of the Khazars came from the land of Edom.
Ooh, damn, that's that Mount Seir, man.
Yep.
Possibly. Go down.
Page 12. It says Hadai Ib Sharproot was the foreign minister of Abd al-Rahman, Sultan of Cordova. In his letter to King Joseph of the Khazars about 960, speaks of the tradition according to which the Khazars once dwelt near the Seir Mountains.
Yeah, pull that up again. Seir Mountains, man. Yeah.
Yep, these are those mountains.
Yeah, these those mountains, man.
Esau.
In your face. Like a can of mace, baby.
Yep.
Wow, Lord said I'm against Mount Seir, man.
Yep.
Yeah, brother, I love it. I'm loving it.
It's good to be in Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says the Seir Mountains are none other than the original land of Esau, Edom. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom, Genesis 36 and 8.
That's it. He's on point with that.
Yep. Seir was a mountain range south of the Dead Sea and was also known as the land of Edom, Genesis 36:21. The Seir Mountains were the home of the Edomites for nearly a millennium. Thus, it should be no surprise that migrants from that land would recall the name of their original homeland. The Khazars did originally dwell.
If the Khazars.
No, Salak, yeah. If the Khazars did originally dwell near the Seir Mountains, then the Khazars, and thus world Jewry, are racially of Edomite stock.
Of what, brother?
Are racially of Edomite stock.
Of what, brother?
Are racially of Edomite stock.
Race, man.
Yep.
Red bastards.
But how and when did Edomites get to Khazaria? There is evidence that in the 6th century BC, some of the Edomites fled their homeland of Seir and migrated north. After the fall of Jerusalem in 586 BC, the Edomites began to press northward.
Ezekiel 36 and
5.
5. We just read that. Yeah.
Yep. It says, the extent and ultimate destination of this northward trek is not found in history, but is likely
Not found in where?
in history.
The shit that you teach you in school.
Mhm.
They're not going to tell you this, man. Go ahead.
But it is likely that it brought some Edomites to the region of Khazaria. The Edomites were also cast out of Palestine and dispersed in different directions in 70 AD.
In 70 AD, that was the Roman Empire taking us down on a general Vespasian, Titus, the Domitian,
The Flavian dynasty.
the Flavian dynasty. All right. See, we over here in Great Millstone, we've been taught well through the spirit and power. How about Shemi Awashai, the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, boy.
That's right.
Recognize, man. Salakia, be humble with it, man. Yeah, right?
Yeah, man.
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
We were taught.
Motherfucking truth, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We were taught how to think, man, not to think.
Yeah.
Like you zombies, man.
Yeah.
It says, when the Romans sacked Jerusalem, many thousands of these people are known to have migrated northward to Asia Minor and around the Black Sea region.
Right.
Page 13, it says, when dealing with a people of a mixed racial heritage,
Nah, they're not mixed at all. All right.
it becomes a real quandary to ascertain their origin. The Jews of today are such a people. In fact, the Jews themselves assert they are mongrels because of.
Nah, skip that.
Okay.
That's where he goes off. So I want to go into the Balfour Declaration.
Okay.
All the world's a stage. Hey, read that one part real quick. All the world's a stage.
All right. So this is page 15. All the world's a stage. It says world events and problems. There is a great deal of confusion as to the nature of world events. There are mysterious political changes, sudden international conflicts, wars, peace talks, financial upheavals and disasters, government corruption and oppression, problems with churches and schools, a change in moral values, and talk of a new world order.
But what?
Of a new world order.
Which is in the scriptures. The
Yep.
birth of the enterprise. Go ahead.
Much of what has been much of what has happened and much of what is happening in the world is being misconstrued and misunderstood by ministers and politicians, statesmen and writers, teachers and historians, and all of the same reason, and all for the same reason. This book is intended to shed some light on why most are in ignorance about such things which are or have occurred in the world. In order to help us understand certain historical and current events in the world, let us reflect back on the great English playwright William Shakespeare. It's like, let us reflect back on what the great English playwright William Shakespeare,
Which he was an Israelite. He was a so-called black man. Go ahead.
once stated, that all the world's a stage, and the men and women in it are merely players.
Yeah. I form the light and create evil.
Yeah.
All the Lord do all these things. Get that real quick, Isaiah 40. What you got?
Can I get some, bro?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh, as the rivers of water. He turneth it wheresoever he will. It says, every man of a right, every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but Yahweh pondereth the hearts, or controlleth the hearts, the minds.
So we all be in control, man, from a higher power. So you got people out here to be the righteous, to be the prophets, be niggas, gangsters, busters.
Beta males.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Movie stars, whatever, athletes. Yeah. Where you want to be? You want to be on the banner of a prophet, or a wife of a prophet.
Okay, bro, can I get one more?
If I could say something too, because this chapter started off with it says international conflicts, wars, peace talks, financial upheavals. So that means with that scripture, that proves that the Lord is controlling their minds for these peace talks, wars, conflicts, financial upheavals, and all that, man. Government corruption. That's the Lord making them like that and do what they're doing, man.
Let me get this real quick. It's Wisdom of Solomon 6:1. It says, hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give ear, you that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest, who shall try your works and search out your counsels.
It says sovereignty from the higher. Sovereignty means rulership. Man, that links up with Daniel 4:17.
Yeah, no. The Lord ruleth in
the kingdom of men. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what we looking for, sovereignty from the highest, man.
Right.
You know, you other camps, you're looking for sovereignty on your own means, on your terms. You know, sovereignty with the devil. Esau will never let you have sovereignty, man.
That's stupid. That's supreme rulership. It means you control everything. Yeah, man. Sovereign, man.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Home. You know, and look at Haiti, man. For all you, I want to start Black Wall Street again, niggas, man. Look at Haiti, man. You know,
Esau know about Exodus when Pharaoh said the Jews are getting too big. You know, they're becoming too much. They come into sovereignty. They starting to become a power. We gotta get them before they
cut them down. Sit on that. Okay.
Yeah, man. That's beautiful, man.
All right. So continuing on, it says, the statement is based on an obvious observation that certain people and nations appear to be acting out of a prescribed role in history.
Esau have I loved, and Jacob as I hated.
No, brother.
I'm sorry. Like a motherfucker. Slacky, brothers. Jacob as I love, and Esau have I hated. Damn.
Hey, bro, I can tell you how about Simi outside. It's not the opposite.
Yeah.
I know.
Slacky, bros. Jacob, I'm gonna say it again. Jacob, if I love, and Esau, if I hate.
That's right.
The water. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Slip of the tongue. Slip of the tongue. The heart, not with the heart. Man.
That's right.
Yep. So it says.
Get it, Mike. I mean,
okay.
This Malachi chapter 1, verse 2. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
So they got to play out their role. Revelation 6. Somebody get that too? And Jacob has to play out their role as well.
Yeah, the Lord said, I created the wicked for the day of evil.
Yeah, man. 6 and
And I think it's 8.
Eight, yeah.
Eight.
Or the
It's,
red horse, or
Yeah, the pill horse rail is the same thing, but
Okay.
the pill horse goes more in depth.
Right. This Revelation 6 and 8. It says, and I looked and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth.
That's Esau. That's his role. That's his role, man.
That's his question. 6 and 4.
yeah, that was cold too.
6 and 4 Revelations, it says, and there went out another horse that was red,
Esau.
and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that he should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Yeah, kill one another. That's World War One,
Civil War.
World War Two, Civil War.
Yeah.
It was fighting against each other, man. And the Yankees became the superior race of the rest of the Edomites. You know, pretty much, man.
That's crazy because the suffix on the word Edomite, the "ite" at the end means people.
Yeah.
So all you saying is red people.
Yeah, the red people.
That's cool. They red people.
That's how you know he can't rule, man, because he hates himself. He hates his own kind. He hates everything, man. He hates the Lord.
Yeah. So go down to the Balfour Declaration. We close out on that, man. All right. Therefore, it goes to the characteristics.
It says it. It says it big.
Yeah, it says, the Balfour Declaration. You'll find this thing real quick. Political Zionism. There it is. Balfour Declaration. All right. So we're gonna get into where how Esau got up into that land of Israel today, man. Go ahead, bro.
So this is World War I and the Balfour Declaration. The area of Palestine had been under the control of rule of Turkey, or its Ottoman Empire, which had existed since 1299 AD. It says in 1882, Edmund Rothschild, a Jew, a so-called Jew, began financing a Jewish society which attempts the immigration of a considerable number of Jewish settlers into Palestine, prompting the Turkish authorities immediately to publish orders to forbid further entry. On May 17, 1901, Herzl met with the Turkish Sultan regarding Zionist plans and terms for a Jewish national home in Palestine, and an agreement was made. Herzl immediately went to London, where he spoke with much confidence of the success of his mission with the Sultan and asked the Jewish people for 1.5 million, it looks, I think it's euros or pounds, for the purpose of obtaining the charter. But the Jewish people kept silent. Although the Jewish population in general had no interest in settling in Palestine, the Zionists persisted. So these so-called Jews, as a whole, they didn't have no interest in moving themselves to the land of what they used to call it Palestine.
Yeah, that was through the Rothschilds, man.
It was through the influence of the Rothschilds that they were manipulated, basically. It says this interest stems from the bulk of Jewry being ignorant of their own religion and what the Talmud and the protocols have to say regarding the world. So
That's the protocols of the Elders of Zion.
Yep.
You got to check that out. The protocols of the Elders of Zion.
Yep.
Bring down a step by step to the New World Order. Right.
And the protocols have to say regarding world control. The essence of Zionism. Political Zionism is part of the Jewish religion as revealed by Rabbi Stephen S. Wise, in stating, Zionism is Judaism, and Judaism is unthinkable without Zionism. To establish their political goals, the Zionists needed a political change in Palestinian territory, and there is nothing that can cause political change more than assuredly than war. The international Zionists, bankers, and plutocrats thus insisted the Balkan War in 1912 and 13, which brought a revolt against Turkey, weakening it and causing it to lose some of its territory. The Balkan crisis was like a powder keg in the European arena, and its repercussions helped to precipitate World War I on July 28, 1914. It was necessary to bring Turkey in on the side of Germany and the Central Powers, because the Zionists knew that an Allied victory was expected to result in major territorial changes in the Ottoman Empire, of which Palestine was a part. On Turkey's entry into the war, Arch-Zionists and Jew Chaim Weizmann commenced a political campaign on behalf of Zionism. During this period, 1915, Weizmann met with Britain's First Lord of the Admiralty, Arthur Balfour, explaining to him the historical roots of Zionism. Balfour was willing to help promote the idea of restoring the Jewish homeland in Palestine if it was liberated from the Turks. The following year, 1916, several developments that greatly advanced the cause of Zionism took place. There was a strange cabinet crisis in December 1916, after which Lloyd George became prime minister and Arthur Balfour foreign minister. Both these men and some of their immediate subordinates were outspoken supporters of Zionist aspiration. With pro-Zionist individuals now controlling British affairs, it was essential that Britain prevailed in the war so Turkey could be conquered and its Ottoman Empire overthrown. The international Zionists agreed to bring the United States into the war to help bail out Britain, though the insistence of his intimate advisor, Zionist agent, Colonel Edward M. House, Woodrow Wilson brought the U.S. into the war in April 1917.
That's how the United States got into that world in World War I.
Yep.
Right there, man. To establish these motherfuckers to get over here.
Yeah. Remind me of that Order Out of Chaos.
And also the Arbor Pike, the three world wars. Go ahead.
It says the British forces took possession of Palestine from the Turks in 1917, though the war persisted. The Zionists were pressuring the British to formally issue a declaration that stated Great Britain favored the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people. On July 18, 1917, Lord Lionel Walter Rothschild submitted a draft declaration to Balfour, expressing to him what the Zionists wanted. Later, Balfour addressed the British War Cabinet on the matter, and at that meeting, the declaration was adopted. 2 days later, on November 2nd, 1917, Lord Balfour wrote a letter to Lionel Rothschild enclosing a copy of the declaration and requesting him to communicate it to the Zionist Federation. This became known as the Balfour Declaration.
And that's the letter right there. See if you can read it.
Yep. So this is the Balfour Declaration.
Pull it up, make it bigger. 1917, man. Well, that's as big as
it.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, this is big. It says, it says, Dear Lord Rothschild, I have much pleasure in conveying to you, on behalf of His Majesty's government, the following declaration of sympathy with Jewish Zionist aspirations, which has been submitted to and approved by the Cabinet. His Majesty's government view with favor the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people, and will use their best endeavors to facilitate the achievement of his cabinet. It being clearly understood that nothing shall be done which may prejudice them. What did it say?
Where?
Oh, I got it. Nothing shall be done which may prejudice the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine, or the rights of political status enjoyed by Jews in any other country. I should be grateful if you would bring this declaration to the knowledge of the Zionist Federation.
Yep. It is, man.
Yup.
Go ahead.
So
Finish that out.
page 42. It says, to assure that Palestine would be in Zionist control, British forces were ordered to enter and occupy Jerusalem in December 1917.
So that links up that the mouth of the lion.
The lion.
Yeah, the lion. Pull it up.
Revelation 13.
Yeah,
Oh,
pull it up. Cause so that's where the Rothschilds operate out of, which is Great Britain.
The mother too.
Yeah. Revelations what?
13.
Pull it up. Pull up the blue letter.
Okay, it's 13.
Pull up the blue letter, bro.
All right. It's yeah, from the top.
Go ahead. Nah, we gonna pull it up in the blue letter so everybody can
Verse
see.
2.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead. Verse 1. You read it, brother.
Okay. So this is Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Which today is known as NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. That's the power structure of Esau. Go ahead.
And upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the names of blasphemy.
That's what Esau promote throughout the whole planet Earth. Blasphemy, which is totally against the Most High. Go ahead.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
So the leopard represents when the so-called white man came into power under the Greek Empire. Alexander, okay?
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
So the leopard represents the beginning, the so-called white man power structure, and the bear represents the ending, the so-called white man's empire, which are the Russians today. So that goes back to Genesis 7th chapter, man. What you're dealing with the Babylonians, the lion. Then you're dealing with the Persian and Medes, which are the bear, and the Russians are living in the land of the Persians of the Medes today, which is Russia, over there in that area. Okay. Go ahead.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
So the mouth of the lion represents what? Great Britain. That's where the whole power structure of the so-called white man comes from. The Rothschilds don't live over here in the United States. They're over there in England. All right.
And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority.
So the dragon goes back to the Roman Empire. That's where the whole power structure comes from. So that's the whole beast being revised all over again, being brought back to life. The whole system being brought back to life all over again.
Deadly wounds healed.
That deadly wound is healed. Man.
Yep.
So that's it on that, bro.
All right. So back on the article.
Man, I love this, man.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
Back on the article, it says, the highest of the ancient high places was now secure for the Jews to immigrate into and occupy. It says, with the Balfour Declaration, which assured a Jewish national home in Palestine under Britain as the protecting power, many Jews now, for the first time, gave their support to the World Zionist Organization. At the conclusion of the war, the British received Palestine as a mandate under the League of Nations, with the understanding that the Jewish people would be encouraged to settle there.
Yeah, so the League of Nations was the first amalgamation of the so-called white man power structure. Got the time frame that was set up, but back then it was called the League of Nations. They weren't known as NATO. Okay, that was spearheaded by the Rothschilds. Go ahead.
It says, but the discontent of the Arabs who desired self-government and resented the immigration of Jews led to constant turmoil.
That's what's going on again today.
To this day.
To this day. All right, because you had Ishmael living over there. Go ahead.
And they basically just sent them a letter saying, look, man, we're about to take you home. And straight started pushing them out, killing them.
In 1920, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
the League of Nations was set up in 1920. The water, bro. Go ahead.
It says the Zionist plan was being threatened with the sympathy and support the Arabs had in Europe. Further, a spirit of nationalism was spreading through the Arabian world. Another dramatic scene was about to be acted out on the center stage. Another political change was needed. The Edomite Zionist Jews were scheming world plans.
What is that? New World Order.
Yeah, it was the world order.
New World Order, man. So bring it back. Bring it back to us, brother. So pretty much you can actually look this stuff up online and figure it out for yourself and cipher through the scriptures, man. Hey, shalom to the head bro, Mwat the Zak online. Big up. Mwat the Zak, yeah, man. But shalom to all the brothers online as well.
Brother Nazar.
Yeah, man. Giving all praise to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash,
Rakate Yahweh.
Rakate Yahweh,
Rakate Yahushai.
Rakate Yahushai,
Rakate Yahweh.
Rakate Yahweh,
Rakate Yahushai.
Rakate Yahushai.
Man, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. God bless the Apostle El is a great millstone for laying his foundation for us. Shalom, Akyam, stay strong out there, man. And get this understanding, man. Get this understanding, all right?
Right.
Gotta get this understanding from the Apostle El's a great millstone. Everybody is teaching like this, man. That's the only way. That's the only remedy, man.
Yep.
Psalm 91, man. What's that? How you go? The secret place of the Most High, man. It's right here, man. So with that, hey, shalom, Akyam. Everybody be safe out there and stay strong. We almost out of here, man. Shalom.